Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 2 of GP4 for SFR. This week we find ourselves in Bahrain, and with me commentating this week, we're very lucky to have last season's GP3 champion, that guy Sven. Sven, how are you doing? Good. So we've got a little while before the race starts, so what we're going to do is just run through championship standings, which shouldn't be too difficult to remember as there's only been one race, and I'm sure Broomy, Senna and Luke will be able to tell you who's in the top 3. But just as we go into it, we've got Broomy, after winning in Australia, a great race, taking the first place and 25 points. Senna in second, we've then got Luke in third on 16 points. Racing Podge on 12 points in fourth. Xander taking 5th and 10 points. Cod Oliver 6th and 8 points, with Mad G in 7th and 6 points. We've then got X Gamer, who took 8th with 4 points. Psychomich took 9th with 2 points, and the final point went to Sonic Hawk. Obviously that leaves the constructors in, and I'll just load the screen up for that one. Go. So constructors at the moment in GP4, McLaren take the lead with 27 points. In second we've got Renault on 24 points. In third we've got Haas on 16 points. Fourth we've got Ferrari on 12 points. Fifth, Toro Rosso on 11 points. We've then got Mercedes in 6th with 8 points. Red Bull in 7th with 4 points. With Williams in 8th, Racing Point in 9th and Alfa Romeo in 10th, with all 3 teams looking to score points this weekend. And if we just take a quick look at the League Constructors Championship, which is all 4 leagues going across the Constructors, we've got McLaren in first on 80 points, Toro Rosso in second on 58 points, Alfa Romeo third on 47 points, Haas in 4th on 44 points, Williams 5th on 37 points, Mercedes in 6th on 32 points, Ferrari in 7th on 32 points, Red Bull in 8th on 31 points, with Renault in 9th on 29, and Racing Point in 10th on 18 points. So very close. If you look at McLaren, they've had a fantastic start. But then if we go down from second, which is Toro Rosso, right to Red Bull in 8th, there is only 17 points separating them places. So all up for grabs, and it's going to be a good race. You looking forward to this one, Sven? Okay. So just while Sven is, good. The qualifying hasn't started yet, so don't worry. But looking forward to this race. I think everyone is almost relieved that Australia is out of the way. The amount of crashes that we saw, I think on average was around 8 to 10 people in each race went missing. Some of them lost connection, but a majority of them, Just going to have a look at this. So Sven's voice isn't on share. You got it? Okay, a couple of moments just while we get the audio sorted for Sven. He's figured out what the problem is, so he's now fixing it.
I think I fixed it now.
Okay.
So I had to allow my voice to be shared in party, so.
Okay, Senna can hear you.
Says,
Brilliant.
Here he is. Hello, man.
There he is. Okay, so we'll start again because I think you deserve the introduction at least. So obviously, as you're all aware, with me tonight I have the GP3 champion from last season. That guy Sven. Sven, how are you feeling? And are you looking forward to the race?
Mate, you're making me sound so good. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm really looking forward to Bahrain. It was my debut race last year, so I think it would be a good one.
Wonderful. Well, the guys are now readying up for qualifying, so here we go. What are your thoughts on Bahrain?
Yeah, let us know in the comments what your thoughts on Bahrain are, because I really enjoy this track. It's hard in race pace, but you can make it work, you can make your tires last long, you will have a great time out there.
And having had a look through the GP4 list, who are you fancying for pole?
I mean, Sensei Martins are really good. You have Racing Porsche. I think he wants revenge for last week. He had a great race, but he can do better, I think. But Brumi, man, I raced him like 2 hours ago. He's really quick. But I think there's a lot of people who can really shock you today. Pro Oliver, maybe. I'm not going full, Sana says. Yeah, I think you can do if you want to, man.
So here we go, qualifying starts. The question is, who's going to be first out?
Will it be Shadow Britain?
Well, he's out.
It is.
He's gone.
It is.
So the first one out in quali keeps his name. With so Shadow's turn out on mediums.
Yeah, we have Sonic Hawk out too on the softs.
It's a tough one with strategy. I know a lot of the guys have been running the practices, and we've had people getting punches, we've had people struggling and having to dip to a two-stop. What do you think on the strategy around here? What do you think is the best one? Not obviously to give too much away before you go into your race on Wednesday.
It's a tough one. I think medium hards are the safe one, but if you can save your tires and be quick, mediums to double softs work, or soft to soft medium. The safe card, I think, has to be medium to hard or hard to mediums.
It's interesting. I think, yeah, if you're going to go mediums to hards, you've really got to nail that qualifying lap.
Yeah. What time do you reckon the pole lap will be?
I think we could see them dip into the 27s. It's going to take one hell of a lap, but the guys have had enough practice now, so I genuinely think that we could see a 127 out there.
Yeah, I really agree. These guys are quick.
So Shadow starts his flying lap.
It's a good first corner.
One of my favourite sections now coming up.
Yeah, this one is really tricky actually.
Yeah, really hard to control the car, especially as you flick to the left here and then head down the hill. If you clip that curb on the inside, you can be sent spinning quite easily, and then the curb on the outside is just so vicious. You hit that and your car just starts jumping all over the place.
Let's talk about difficult corners. This one,
I think this is the one.
Goes out wide.
This is the one that's going to be the one to watch in the race. I think we could have just like a secondary camera just set up at that corner.
Yeah,
you'd see a lot of accidents.
Need for Speed nails it.
So Shadow comes down the penultimate straight.
We have Carl Oliver here on a flyer.
Shadow goes fastest with a 1:30.8.
That's a good one. Oh, Tormented invalidates his lap.
So we'll go to Oliver.
Oh,
So comes across the line on the soft tyres. So it's a 1:29.3, but yeah, X Gamer coming in with a 1:28.529. Wow.
That's a good one.
Straight into the 1:28s, and the track is still fairly green.
Yeah, we have Pro Oliver on the hards out now. He's nailing the hard corner there.
So we'll watch Pro Oliver come up through the last sector. Another tricky corner here coming uphill.
Yeah, you can't
Another
hit
one.
that curb.
No, you hit the curb. I think I said it in one of my practice races with the guys, is you may as well retire before the car has stopped sliding, because it isn't going to end well. But also a hard one when the tyres start to go off, because the rear can then just let go as well if you throw it into the corner too hard. So this is going to be the trick. This is going to be what the guys need to think about. Is it's not just about going hell for leather every lap. Is can you squeeze an extra lap out of your tyres by just letting off slightly around one of the faster corners like that? Could that be the difference in your finish position?
Absolutely.
Come the end of the race?
Okay. Look how close the hard tires are. 32, 34, 33. No, that was medium tires. These guys are really close together.
So Psychomich has put himself into third with a 29.3, and we've got Ollie in second on a 29.3. Podge has gone for hards and has done a 1:31.8. And we've got Oscar in the chat on YouTube saying that Mad G is his pole prediction. Well, Mad G's gone out on the hards.
Right
so, oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wonderful. So, Ogie Train Man, yeah. So a bit of a soft spot for the Ferraris this race. You'll be looking to see how they get on for the Team Constructors Championship.
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean, I have to be biased against Ferrari, but these guys are really good, all of them, so we can go... It's anyone's game, actually.
So Sonic Hawk is now on his flying lap on the hard tyres, although he's invalidated it. Broomy's just set a 1:32.5 on the hard tyres.
That's a good one.
So fastest on the hard tyres at the moment, and he snuck in the Toro Rosso, is Xander with a 1:30.2. That is an excellent lap on the hard tyres.
It's really good, actually. 30.2.
Senna's not far behind on a 30.4 on the hard tyres, and then a 30.5 from Pro Oliver as well. So it's, I think we had it in GP3 last week, where the top 12 were covered by 4/10 of a second.
Yeah.
You know, we could see that again today. Oh, is Oliver?
Oh,
Cadwell
here we have
even?
Cadwell.
So he is on a flying lap.
Oh, it's a good corner, good corner. He's
not on a flying lap. He's not opened his DRS, so
yeah, he's
not sure if he is on a flying lap there, what he's doing.
Oh,
but he's definitely
he hasn't
causing some problems.
So I think no, he hasn't. Was it Broomy? Yeah, he almost knocked out Broomy there.
I think what Broomy was looking to do there was put a run together on the hard laps.
Yeah.
So they do, after sort of 2 to 3 laps, really start to give you some feedback.
Yeah, it does, it does. I think he's going to go for one more lap here, Broomy. He's saving his ERS. Yeah, he's going for another lap here.
At the same time, obviously the more laps you put on your tyres in qualifying, the less laps they'll do in the race, and there is nothing more stressful on tyres than a qualifying lap.
Yeah, on this track I think you can do like 2 quality laps on hard, but mediums and softs really hard to pull that off.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be pushing any more than that. So
yeah, we have Dave Shaw here also. Oh, he's going up wide.
Flick down to Dave Shaw.
He's on the hard tires. Can he nail the last corner here? It's a little bit of over rotation. Yeah, he's heading for the pits.
Coming in. Maybe he's realised the hard tyres aren't for him to qualify on.
Yeah, it's also up for preference actually, in the end.
So we jump on board now with James Hook, who's yet to set a lap. He's gone out on the hard tyres.
It's a little bit tight on the first corner.
So hard one to judge when the car spins up so much coming out of that corner, especially if any of these guys are running with medium or less traction control.
We have a question here. Why isn't Blood and Sands in the race from Gordon Allison?
That one I can't answer, Gordon. I wasn't setting the lobby up, so the only thing I can think is he hadn't messaged in and wasn't in the lobby with 5 minutes to spare, and Dan was very clear in a message that he put out earlier on in the day that if anyone hasn't messaged to say that they're running late or not going to make it by 25 past, their seat will be assigned to a reserve driver.
And we have my big brother is betting for Mad G pole.
Yeah, I think that's going to be down to whatever tyres Mad G decides to qualify on.
He's really down on his lap here.
It's just a 129.2 on the mediums.
That's really good.
As James Hook crosses the line and goes 5th on the hard tyres with a 130.1. Wow! The fastest hard tyre lap we've seen so far. Excellent lap, excellent lap. Awesome, and well done to Mad G as well. 29.2 on the medium tyres. These, a tyre that you may get forced into using, but my personal opinion on the mediums.
Man, we have X Gamer on a faster lap here.
Let's jump to X Gamer as he crosses the line. It's a 128.187.
Really using his era as well. It was ending just as the finish line was heading up. And we have Cod Oliver on the lap here too, I think. Yeah, he's really pushing it now. And he's down on this time.
Yeah. Good line out of that corner. That one of the hardest corners to get right as well, to get a good run down this straight.
It really is. This one is also slippery. Corner.
He's held it
a little bit wide.
A bit of too much curb, but he comes across the line. And second with a 128.5.
Awesome, that's the second lap on those softs too, so.
So that's X Gamer on pole with a 128.17. With 4 tenths behind, we've got Cod Oliver, and then a few more tenths behind that on the medium tyres, which I can't shout about enough, is Mad G on a 29.2.
That's about my pace.
Psychomich completes the first 2 rows with a 29.3. We've got just over 6 minutes left of qualifying. Where do people stand on their predictions now? Mad G looks like he has the pace. If he were to put on the softs and go out, he would potentially take that pole position, but this guy did 26 laps on hard tyres at Australia and got it to the end, so I don't think he's afraid of running the hards for as long as he can.
Yeah, I think we have Dave Shaw here on in sector 2 on a flying lap.
So we'll jump to Dave Shaw.
He's on the mediums. I think he invalidated his hard last time, I think.
It's a hard track, isn't it, to keep a clean lap on as well. That second corner just breeds you to try and cut the curb as much as possible, but really does make it easy to invalidate a lap.
It's hard corners and really bumpy apexes, so sector 2 on this lap is really hard.
So
to
a purple sector from Dave Shaw,
but
he's gone really wide and hasn't invalidated his lap.
He's still going for it. His ERS is still up, so it's not invalidated. Can he challenge X Gamer here?
As he comes across the line, Dave Shaw sets a 130.1.
That's a respectful time, actually.
It's not bad.
That's the second fastest in the mediums, I think.
So still to set times, we've got Energy Dan, Topics and Luke, who is on an out lap, and Topics I believe is on a hot lap as well as Energy Dan.
Yeah, we still have 3 guys not putting a lap out yet, so... Energy Dan is in sector 2 on the mediums.
Got the hairpin nice, a little bit of a slide coming out of there, but potentially getting a toe down the straight here. Hopefully he doesn't get held up coming up through this section. But they could be at a real advantage here.
Yeah, Need for Speed. Is he on a lap? Yeah, he is. So they're both pushing for it here.
So Dan's taking the slipstream, so that's going to help. Now he's got to get the line right for the last corner. He's got in there.
He doesn't.
Oh, it was a bit tight for a qualifying lap. Difficult when both are on a lap, but Dan takes himself up to 6th, just 1 place in front of James Hook. I know they have a healthy rivalry, so Dan will enjoy that, but he'll also know he could have gone faster on their medium tyres there.
Yeah. He's taking a run off now. Doesn't want to destroy anyone's lap in the...
So Topics in all of that has taken pole with a 1:28.173. Literally just gone over the line. What a lap!
Yeah, I remember from last year on GP3, me and Topics had a big battle on this track. I think he started 2nd in GP3 last year. He's really good on this track.
We've got Psychomich on a flying lap as well.
Yeah, that McLaren's looks really good.
It's tough to make a car look bad under these lights. They really glow.
Yeah. Oh, he's a little bit slippery. Yeah, he's almost 2 seconds up on his time.
So he comes down the penultimate straight, and this last corner, again, another corner that you need to get right. It's one of them ones that if you're a tenth slower through the corner, you've lost another 3 tenths by the end of the straight. So
he's heading
into the pits.
Let's see here. We have
So Dan is on him.
Topics out. He's pushing, and we have Cod Oliver. He's up 400. So he's spinning. We have a spinner. Cod Oliver hit that hard curve
coming into the down section. Let's hope he comes on the track safely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. He's out of the way. Well done.
Yeah,
great driving.
Renault there.
Good observation. Yes, Senna flying around there.
Senna is down 2.5 tenths.
He's got the hairpin nice. Hasn't spun up coming out of there or taken too much curbs. He's got a nice run down the straight now. Lots of guys out for this last minute and a half.
Yeah. Ooh, it's a good corner for Sensei Martins.
So we'll watch him finish his lap. Purple in the middle sector.
A little bit wide, but it's okay.
Potentially get a little bit of a toe off the Williams in front of him.
Sector 2, yeah, we have Cadwell pulling off to not block.
As we watch Sensei come over the line. And he goes up to 6th with a 1:29.2 on the medium, so he takes over the fastest medium lap. Brilliant. Although I don't think Mad G has actually set a soft lap time yet. No, he's now coming into the last corner.
On mediums.
And Need for Speed has retired from the session. And Mad G goes third with a 28.4.
X Gamer has... Yeah, I think he can make it to the last lap there.
So we've got Broomy out on a lap as well, last week's winner. He'll be looking to replicate that sort of finish
he
in
drove
this
that
race.
McLaren so mad last week.
X Gamer starts his flying lap with 3 seconds to spare.
Racing Porsche doesn't make it to the final lap.
No, he's down in 19th. Wow, he's not going to be happy with that.
No. Let's see a Broomy. Yeah, Broom is not having a flyer here. I think he's spun or something. He's 6 seconds
really?
up. We have Pro Oliver.
James Hook comes across the line.
On the softs.
James Hook goes up to 6th on the soft tyres with a 1:28.764. A brilliant lap for James there.
Let's
brilliant lap.
go, man. We have 3 people here now on the... Cod Oliver is going into the pits.
And Luke goes up to 9th with a 1:29.3.
That's a good one.
Pro Oliver comes into the pits and...
Yeah. We have Maggi slowing down here. A lot of people involved their lap, I think.
So we've got Sonic coming to the end of a lap as well on the medium tyres. He'll be looking to pull himself up from 18th.
We have Dave Shaw here going for the finishing line. 28.6 on the softs.
And Sonic pulls himself up to 14th with a 29.6. And X-Gamer takes the pole. And he dips into the 1:27s.
Awesome job, mate. That's a good lap. And that's qualifying in Bahrain, I think.
Yeah.
That's a really good lap.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I did say a 1:29.7. X-Gamer left it late, but he takes the pole position.
Yeah. Congratulations to him.
So we'll just run through the grid. So starting first, we've got X-Gamer, followed by Topics in second. Maggi takes the second row with third, along with Psychomich. Cod Oliver lines up next to Dave Shaw in 5th and 6th, with James Hook 7th. He'll be absolutely delighted that, and Senna in 8th, and the top medium tyre runner as well. So a great lap there. Broomy, last week's winner, takes 9th on the mediums as well, with Luke on the hards in 10th. Luke did this strategy last week, went from the hards to soft, and it really paid off for him. He made a huge jump in positions. Pro Oliver finishes 11th with Shadow Britain 12th, and I've timed out.
Yeah, I have it on the stream here, I think.
Okay, if you want to finish 13th down once we go on to the warm-up lap.
Yeah, we have down to 14th here, so we have a Tormented Race on 13th, and then we have Sonic Hawk in 14th, and we will make sure of the rest once when we start. What do you think? I mean, Luke has a really good chance there on the hards.
It's going to be turn 1, isn't it? I mean, we were talking last week about Australia and how we were glad to get away from turns 5, 11 and 12. We've got a first turn here that, you know, people are going to be drafting. We're going to be hitting 200 miles an hour almost, and then breaking down with 20 cars wanting to go into the same corner and take the same line. These guys are going to have to do everything they can to stay out of trouble. A race can't be won in the first lap, but we can definitely lose it, and you can definitely ruin someone else's. And I know these stewards are going to be watching this first corner very strictly, and looking.
I have nightmares from the first corner from last year. My first race in SFR, and I went up to second place, got spun out with Topics, but I pulled together and finished second after Luke Beck. So if you spin on this track, you can actually turn it around, because people make mistakes and it's so easy to spin out here. Yeah, so after that we had Sonic Hawk in 14th, and then we have the Energy Dan in 15th, Sander in 16th, Giselodian in 17th, and we have Need for Speed, Racing Porsche and Cadwell to finish it off.
I think obviously the guys on the first 2 rows will be quite relieved to be there. There's a good chance of avoiding the carnage. Hopefully there is none, but well, we watch the guys that get paid millions a years do this, and yeah, they still make mistakes. Fingers crossed we don't have any. We can have a good race.
Yeah. What do you think of Ferrari here? Quite a disappointing qualifying, actually.
Yes, however, we have safety cars, and since the new patch,
yeah,
who knows? it's going to be interesting. We hadn't actually mentioned that, but yes, it's the safety car patch. I believe it hit the guys in GP2 last week, and then the Prem.
Yeah, I crashed out in lap 4, I think, in Australia, and that pulled off the first safety car.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a spinner. It's Tormented Racer. He's turning it around now.
Okay.
Luckily for him, it's the warm-up lap, so...
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that in the race, especially. So, the cars come to the grid to line up.
Yeah, I will have a look down at 9th, 10th in the start. See what Luke can do with those hards. They're really hard to pull off from the start.
This is going to be a good race.
Yeah, it is.
So
let us know for some predictions in the chat, please.
Okay, here we go. So we wait for the 5 red lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we go. Start the race in Bahrain, and I'm almost holding my breath already for turn 1.
Yeah, it's a good start for Cod Oliver.
Okay, so we've gone. Oh, there's a bit of barging around, but Mad G has managed to work himself up into first, and he's managed to pull a gap as well. He's taken turn 2 perfectly.
McLaren Williams, it's
chaos
in second corner.
So James Hook has been hit. Dave Shaw's received a 5-second penalty.
Sonic Hawk made it without damage.
Cars. James Hook has lost a lot of his front wing.
Yeah, Luke is down to 14th now.
So we've got a virtual safety car, so it didn't take long.
Oh, Luke has lost his end plate.
Just trying to go through the people who were caught up in that accident there.
The McLaren of Broom is... his front wing is toasted.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they completely lost the left side.
Mad G had a flyer though.
Yeah, he's got away well there. He took control, made a lunge into the first corner, but not a dangerous one, and took a firm move and got the position. We've got energy.
He's wide. Oh,
an energy down a spun.
Mad G saved it.
Topics takes the lead, and there's cars going off everywhere. So we'll flick back to Topics in the lead.
Yeah, we have Need for Speed around in the auto spin curb.
Come down to the first corner to start the second lap, and around 2 seconds covering the top 4 at the moment.
Mad G makes the move on Psychomich.
Moves being done coming up into here. Oh, Psychomich runs it a little bit wide. Manages to hold on to 3rd place.
Augie Trainman predicts 5 safety cars.
James Hook picks up a 3-second penalty.
That's not good this early. Energy Dan actually made a lot of that start.
Yeah, even after the spin, he's still up by 5 places. So and it's not over yet.
Gislodian, 8 places.
Yeah, Gislodian up 8 places is fantastic as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of people there in the midfield from 6th to 10th who made places. And Racing Porsche is on the mission too.
Yeah, we'll flick to Racing Porsche as he comes up through the fast right.
Oh, we have action there in 3rd place.
Oh. So we've got X-Gamer looking to make a move now on Psychomich coming down the straight. He's in the slipstream. At what point does he pull out? Does he go for the move?
Well spinning there.
He's made the move. He's gone for the lunge into turn 1. Can Psychomich hold it running outside? No. X-Gamer gets the move done. Nice and clean. A really nice overtake.
Get a 5 seconds.
Yeah. Really nice overtake there. All this battling has allowed Topics to pull away, and you said you had a great battle with him here last year. He's now already managed to get 2.5 seconds on Mad G.
Yeah.
Who's got close company with X Gamer, who's run wide there. So come into the hairpin. This is the one, especially when the tyres start to go off.
Yeah, it's
really difficult corner.
Seems that everyone can make it okay.
Reflect back, Dave Shaw is obviously pitted. Broomy's gone into the pits now as well. So last week's winner not having the kind of race that he would have wanted after last week, but a fresh front wing, hard tyres on. He'll be looking to go to the end. It's going to be a struggle to keep the hard tyres going that long, but well, it can be done.
Yeah, I think so.
And the battle for
Senna and Shadow Britain on really good positions with the mediums and hards now too.
Yeah, let's flick back to what the guys have got fitted on.
Oh, we have a spinner in the auto. It's Gislodian.
He's managed to keep going.
Yeah.
The battle for second at the moment is looking great. Ollie's just made a move on Psychomich there. Great dive up the inside. Got a really nice line for 2 and 3 as well.
Yeah. It's a really good battle here. It's 4 people really close, and you have Senna sneaking around the corner behind there.
Flick to Senna. And Shadow actually up to 7th on the hard tyres.
Yeah.
And only 9.5 seconds off the lead.
Race there too on hard, so these two guys can do really well tonight.
And it's good now because it's at that point of the race where it's calmed down a little bit. There's a few gaps opened up, so X Gamer's got himself past Mad G. We missed that one there. Mad G's gone back for him around the outside. Oh, Mad G, does he hold the line? He does. Wow.
He gets the better out of that one.
Great work, but all of this is just allowing Cod Oliver to catch up to the back of him.
Yeah, and Topics to pull away.
Yeah, he's now
mad fast right now.
1 seconds ahead. So we'll stick with the battle for second at the moment because we're now about to go down a straight with DRS. I think Mad G could find himself back and forth at the end of this one.
We have the auto spin curve again. It's hitting Sander this time.
Oh, lots of curve for Mad G there, but X Gamer gets the move done.
Yeah, Mad G is really low on his ERS too.
He's got DRS coming up here though, and he's got a great run. And he's gone back ahead. This is a brilliant battle for second place. These two aren't letting up. And as much as this is allowing Topics to get away.
They've been battling from the start now. It's really intense.
X Gamer needs to watch that wide line out on that curb. As Luke sets the fastest lap of the race, having pitted for medium tyres. Mad G runs wide into the hairpin. This is going to give X Gamer a run with DRS. Cod Oliver sits there still. So he doesn't get the move done.
Slots in behind there.
No,
I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, Mad G straight line speed is seems to be really good.
Yeah, he was teammates with Stam last year in GP3, and Stam always had great straight line speed, so I think maybe got some
setup sharing
tips from there.
Yeah.
Mad G actually has a broken front wing. His left end plate is
He does.
gone.
Wow, good spot. And he's still managing to hold on to second place.
That's some pace
That's
right
it.
there.
Yeah, to be missing an end plate. So Psychomich has gone into the pits early.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look at what strategy he's going for. He's going for the medium, so he's forcing himself into a two-stop. He's going to go soft, medium, soft.
Yeah.
Got the Ferraris now in 8th and 9th, so they're slowly making their way back up the field.
Yeah, they have made 17 positions together, so that's really good for Ferrari.
We've got Shadow in 6th on the hard tyres, doing a great job on the hard tyres, top on the hard tyres, and only 3.5 seconds behind Senna as well.
Yeah, I think the hard tyres hasn't even come alive yet. They're usually really good when they get to this 30% tyre wear.
Well, the great thing is as well for him is if he can hold it clean until the pit stop for the softs, he's going to be so quick at the end of the race. Low fuel, sticky, soft tyres, a track that's been really rubbered in.
Yeah.
Mad G still manages to hold on to second place with that left end plate missing as well.
Yeah. X-Gamer must be frustrated soon, I think. It's time for pit stops for the softs too, so this can be crucial.
The only person that's not frustrated here will be Topics. He's now enjoying a 6-second lead.
Yeah, he's continuing.
As Mad G comes into the pits.
Let's see here. I think the undercut can be really good from the softs.
Will he take a new front wing as well?
And we have Cod Oliver on X-Gamer now. He doesn't make it. X-Gamer holds on to the second position.
So Mad G switched to another set of soft tyres.
And we have Pro Oliver going through Racing Porsche now. It's a lot of action here, guys.
So Need for Speed picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Really hard pit lane to slow down for this one.
Yeah.
You want to maximise, you know, your speed going into there, not lose any time. But you're coming in there at such a speed, getting it right is crucial.
Yeah, Mad G has to pull out some speed now. He changed his front wing, so.
So if we go back to the front, we've got Topics out in the front by 6.6 seconds. X-Gamer in second.
The Topics is around. He's spinning.
He spun.
Yeah, he got it around quick there, but he's getting attacked by X-Gamer now.
So X-Gamer goes around wide. Oh, is that going to be an illegal overtake?
I don't think so.
He's in position back. Topics has
Yeah,
managed
he's
to keep it
giving
out of the wall.
Back. I think there's battling for the pits now. I think all three of them. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see, can he make it stop?
Yeah, that's
No
good.
penalties.
No accidents going into the pit lane either.
Really nice racing, guys. And we have Senna in the lead now with the mediums.
James Hook picks up another 3-second penalty. I think the shout out here has got to go to, well, a few people. Shadow, second place on the hard tyres and only 2.8 seconds behind Senna.
I think we have Tormented who has spun because he was 1 second behind Shadow Britain before.
Ah, yeah. He's now finding himself way back down the field. Energy Dan's gone up to third. He'll be pleased with that after a great start and then a spin. He's now back up to third.
Yeah. Now I have the other Renault with an end plate gone too, with Senna.
Was that caused at the start of the race, or?
I think so. I saw in the comments that both Renault was missing end plates, so.
I have to agree with Savo in the comments as well. Shadow has got himself into a fantastic position. Second place on the hard tyres. The next nearest hard tyre runner is 12 seconds behind him. He's closing down Senna as well at the start of this lap. He was 2.8 seconds behind. He's got that down to 2.5 now. So the hards are coming good. The mediums are going to be starting to struggle a little bit as well now.
Shadow Britain is also managing his ERS really good right now. But look at the Ferraris and Pro Oliver. These guys are just climbing the ladder right now.
We get a nice onboard shot there from Pro Oliver.
Psychomich has jumped X-Gamer in the pits from the undercut.
There's a huge battle going on with these guys down the straight. Sonic Hawk still out on the soft tyres. Mad G, a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Why is he?
He's already going in.
Yeah.
He's changing to the mediums.
He'd only done 2 laps on his current soft tyres.
And we have a really good battle with Psychomich and X-Gamer again.
Yeah, I'm watching it now and it's... Such an awful corner, turn 4, because you can go sort of 3 wide, and there are almost 3 different lines through the corner, but then you will have to sort of bottleneck and meet as you start to fly through the left-rights. As X-Gamer makes a move on Topics. Topics holds the tighter line, but X-Gamer on the soft tyres is going to have the better grip coming out of the corners, and he's got the move done.
Let's not break into the rear of anyone here. This is really good racing, actually.
So we've got to watch Sonic here because he's on very worn softs, and this corner on very worn softs can bite. He's held it together through there, but X-Gamer is all over the back of him now.
I think he's going for the softs hard. Otherwise I don't see the reasoning by going 8 laps on the softs.
No. Oh, Topics got very close to X-Gamer then.
Yeah.
As Topics got a good run down the straight. He's got some huge straight line speed as well. He's not even used the slipstream, and he's managed to get past X-Gamer and Shadow, or Sonic Hawk should I say. Wow. X-Gamer comes back up the inside on the soft tyres. A bit of bumping going into there. 3 cars through there was never going to really work. Getting one through cleanly is hard enough.
Going quick.
So Topics on 2 lap old hards will now probably be going to the end of the race. I can't see why he'd pit again. And obviously he was in the lead before he spun and lost that 6.5 seconds, but shows he's got the pace. I think he should be good.
It's about time in a couple of laps for the medium runners to pit too.
And we'll flick back to Sensei in front. 2.5 seconds still over Tom, so he's holding that lead over Shadow, and he's doing a great job of maintaining the medium tyres.
Yeah, really, and handling that car with a front wing too.
Yeah, an end plate gone, as you can see there. Does he come into the pits, or does he keep going? He keeps on going.
Yeah, I think you can push the mediums to between 12-14 laps maybe.
Dan looks like he's closing in on Shadow. Is the one nice thing about Bahrain over Australia is the track limits. It's not so tight, it's a really wide open track. As I mentioned, there's a few different lines into every corner. It just breeds a bit cleaner, better racing. Could be a lot of bumping and boring at Australia, and here, once you get into the race and the gaps start to open up. Oh, we've got a Mercedes round.
Sector 2, yeah.
It's Need for Speed.
Need for Speed. He rejoined the track
so
now.
He's back going again. Has he got any damage? Looks like he's got his car intact, so he's good.
Yeah, looks good.
Lucky to get away with that one, because that corner normally you don't come away from that unscathed. Tom seems to be on a bit of a charge this lap in second place. He's got the gap down to 2 seconds.
And we have Tormented Racer letting by his teammate to push. So X-Gamer is really using this team strategy.
Well, he's going to have to pit again, and Topics is only a couple of seconds behind him.
Yeah.
He's not going to be pitting again, so he's going to need to put out some lead. So Shadow now 1.8 seconds behind.
And we have a spinner. It's Tormented Racer. He lost almost his whole front wing.
Yeah, loads of damage. Both end plates gone as well.
Ooh, that's really rough when you're on the hards now, because it's hard to make the medium last to the end now.
Yeah, 17 laps
Sensei
on the
in the pits.
And he's putting a new front wing on as well. Best thing he can do. He can now push till the end of the race, but that puts Shadow into the lead of the race. He'll be absolutely delighted. Sonic Hawk picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Shadow is still using his ERS really well.
He's driving a fantastic race.
Yeah, Energy Den is right next there.
And then we've got Pro Oliver not far behind in third.
Yeah, I think Racing Push is starting to struggle a little bit now.
I think his was having to push from 18th on the grid. He'll have had to avoid the accident in turns 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But now we're sort of looking at the time to pit on the medium tyres and go on to the hards.
I think we will see Energy Dan, Oliver or Racing Porsche, one of them in the pits.
I don't know if Dan's going to pit because he's holding some good pace. He's reeling in Tom, who's on the hard tyres, and really they should be giving him a bit more than the mediums are.
I think so. I mean, every lap he can save now pays off in the hard stint, so.
And he's within the DRS as well now, so he's going to be down to about 3/10 by the end of the straight. He's really pushing now. You can see there with the curb that he's taken. He's got the DRS. He's half a second behind. Podge has pitted. He's gone onto the hard tyres. That puts X Gamer up into third with Topics 3 seconds behind in fourth. I think if we look at the battle from third to fifth with X Gamer, Topics and Oliver, we've got a yellow.
Oh.
Who's pulled off?
Yeah, it's
Pro Oliver.
Yeah, he spun. Yeah, if you take that third corner too much curb, it's really bouncy, so.
Yeah.
He lost his whole front wing. He has to pit now.
So the virtual safety car comes out again, and I can only imagine that's for debris on the track.
Yeah, that's Pro Oliver's front wing on the track.
Oh, and Dan picks up a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
That's not good.
So a quick run through the order. We've got Shadow in first with Dan in second, X Gamer third, Topics fourth, Cod Oliver fifth, Psychomich in sixth with Xander in seventh, Luke in eighth, Senna in ninth, and Gizlodian taking out the last point in 10th with Podge on fresh hard tyres in 11th.
Yeah, we have a 5-second penalty for Energy Dan speeding in the pit lane too.
Oh no.
He got 8 seconds in one lap.
Yeah. So Shadow continues to go on the hard tyres and he's now got an 11-second lead.
Yeah,
what's great here is
driving really well.
He's got an 11-second lead on someone who's on fresh soft tyres, albeit 6 laps old, who has to pit again. He has to pit again. The difference is X Gamer will be going on to the mediums and Shadow will be going on to the soft, so it's going to make a huge difference.
We had Cadwell there really avoiding the...
Pro Oliver's picked up a 5-second pit lane penalty as well.
Yeah, this is a rough pit entry actually if you don't know the braking point. It's so short.
So Energy Dan's come back out in 6th. This is a great one for Energy Dan as well because he's out in 6th. He's got someone on 11.
Shaw. Dave Shaw is going on a sander now. I don't think he will make it. No.
Oh, Sonic Hawk, yeah.
Oh yeah, Sonic Hawk was it? Yeah, I saw 2 Toro Rossos there.
He's got Mad G in 10th on 5 lap old mediums. He's had a bit of a funny race. Obviously lost an end plate and was holding great pace in second. Pitted for another set of softs and then 2 laps later has put the mediums back on, so we'll have to find out what happened with him at the end of the race.
I think it would have been better just to try to push on the softs. I don't know if he spun or the tires got really hot or something.
So we look at Dan in 6th place. He's now done his first lap on his hard tyres. He's got Cod Oliver and Psychomich in front of him on 7 and 9 lap old medium, so pushing them to the end is going to be difficult. We've still got 14 laps to go.
We have Shadow Britain he doesn't even push, he has almost full DRS. I think he should push a little bit more. We have Spinner, it's a Mercedes.
So Oliver?
Yeah, Need for Speed is out.
No, Need for Speed is out. He's retired from the race.
I think he got on the auto spin curb and smacked into the outer wall, maybe.
So we've got Xander gets to drive through penalty. Oh, we've got a safety car.
Oh.
Wow.
I didn't even notice.
No, this changes everything. So, what does Tom do now? He's got 14 laps to go. I really feel for him now because he's built up such a great lead.
He's going for the mediums now. I think he can make 14 laps more on the mediums. He has to go to the pits now. He does.
Hey, I think he knows we're watching him. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. How does the second guy do? X-Gamer, he goes to the pits.
X-Gamer comes into the pits.
Topics continues on the hards there. Yeah,
I think
we're gonna have a lot of people in the pits now, I think.
The person who's gonna gain from this is Energy. Oh, he's coming to the pits.
No.
No. One lap old hards. You should have stayed with them until the end.
It would have been
P2. Up a 5-second penalty as well. So in all of that, Tom's in a really good place now because he's second on fresh mediums.
Racing Porsche is also in a really good place because I think after 10 laps the mediums will struggle a little bit.
I'm really surprised at Dan pitting on, 1-2 lap old hards.
Yeah.
So Xander has stayed out on the hard tyres, which are 2 laps old. Podge has stayed out on his hards, which are 3 laps old, and obviously
Sonic Hawk is also going in on 4 laps hard. Oliver is continuing. Will this be the comeback for Broomy?
We've still got 19 cars in this race. I think at this point last week we'd lost 6 or 7 people.
Yeah, but it's a good, hard track, but it's hard to get smacked out on the wall. Australia is a completely different track.
Oh, Australia is if you lose it in turns 11 and 12, chances are you're losing a wheel. And pretty much the same in 5.
There is it's like driving on oil in Australia too.
So this kind of lets things calms down just after the halfway point of the race, and well, we're good to go again.
Yeah, I think Topics is gonna have a hard time here with the 8 laps hard.
Hunter calling the strategies in the chat, saying go from hards to mediums. And Xander's retired.
No, what happened to him? He smacked the wall on the straight. I think he was warming up his tires maybe and spun around.
Xander has left the session.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So another person who's going to be delighted with this is James Hook. If we remember, qualified well, spun in the first couple of corners, went back to last place, and has fought his way back up to 10th.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to make the last part of the race quite exciting, Sven.
Yes, and yet another exciting first corner.
Yeah, it's all about the launch. I would imagine the safety car will be in this lap.
And everyone is saving their ERS right now, and hopefully they're driving lean to save some fuel. So this is gonna be a full-on race right now with full ERS and tons of fuel, so I think it will be really exciting.
12 qualifying laps, that's what they need.
Yeah. And Mad G just got a ticket back in his race too, on 11th.
Definitely, yeah, and he's on 1 lap old hard, so he's in a good place there as well. So just while the safety car brings them around the last couple of corners, obviously remember to hit that subscribe button if you're watching and you haven't already for SFR Racing. The league is done over 4 different tiers. We've got Prem from GP2, GP3, and the guys that we've got racing here tonight in Bahrain is GP4. Tomorrow night with GP3 and myself racing, and then yourself on Wednesday night, Sven.
Yeah.
Hoping for a better
should be
result, I
fun.
would imagine.
Yeah, we had Cadwell in the pits as the last guy. And also, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up because it's my first commentary, so I think I deserve that.
Yeah, my first time streaming and sort of lead commentating as well, but it's so difficult.
Great job, pal.
Thank you. I get so engrossed in the race and I then forget to actually speak as well. So the safety car stays out for another lap.
Yeah, we have Augie Trainman saying Ericsson hit him on the straights and they're there. We have Lazy Lord in the chat too. Hello, bud. So what do you think? Topic's tires, will they hold?
Well, the safety car's helping him out because he's not going to be getting that racer lap tyre wear on them. He, as I said earlier, has shown that he's got pace, pulling out that 6-second lead at the start. The hard tyres will... How much will they go off? He's got 7 people behind him on 2-lap-old mediums. Does he benefit from the battling, or... Oh, and Energy Dan picks up a 3-second time penalty behind the safety car.
That's not good.
That's just a lack of concentration.
Yeah. I think Topics will have a hard time because the brakes will be really cool right now, and the hard tires, they're hard to get the temperature in behind the safety car. So the first corner will be really rough for him, I think.
So
do we have the safety car in this lap?
Exactly what I was about to say. Anyone would think we've done this together before, Sven?
Yeah, we're like one brain here.
That's probably the only one that I'll ever have, so thanks for that. I'll take...
Yeah, well, if you look at my lap, race from Australia last week, I can't say anything.
Didn't put it in before you put the helmet on. Oh, Dan picks up a 5-second penalty for a severe
it's
collision.
5 seconds everywhere.
Oh, whoa, what's happened here?
Whoa. 5 seconds for everyone. This will be something for the stewards, I think. Now it's going really slow. When will it go?
James Hook, severe penalty with racing podge. What?
Yeah, this is the downside from going this slow and tight together. Oh, now he's going Topics.
So he launches away.
Can he get a good pull here?
He's had a good pull, yeah. That's
really nice restart.
One. Great restart from Topics. Played that perfectly. So if we come down into turn 1, we've got Tormented Racer pulling off into the pits. Shadow in second, X-Gamer third. Oliver and Senna getting really bargy there. Now does Dan pick up the pieces around the outside? He does.
This is
Energy Dan has got
Luke is going for it.
Dan's gone wide.
Yeah, he got a position there, Luke. Nice racing, guys. We also have Mad G here going really tight with the halves. Caught Oliver is gaining on Energy Dan now.
Oh, they've hit!
Oh, they're crashing!
Hit. Oh, no!
No! I think
Dan has completely lost his front wing.
Yeah,
Is that going to bring out another safety car?
Oliver doesn't have any damage.
Oh,
that's really lucky.
Get away with that one, but that's.
And it's locking up there, yeah. Let's see here. Topics he's sliding a little bit.
Sonic Hawk picks up a 3-second penalty.
Ooh, Shadow Britain goes wide, and now X-Gamer has a chance here.
Yeah, X-Gamer was another one that showed pace. Pole position, remember, as well, with a 27.9, so he's in good shape for this. It looks like he's got some great straight line speed as well, so he's going to get Shadow down the straight here.
And he got full power from the team to use. Let's see if he can make it stick.
And he goes for the move on the inside, and Tom very politely gives him the space. And you know what, it's a sensible thing to do. There's still 9 laps to go in this race. You're battling for a podium. You've got a guy in front who's on 12-lap-old hards. There's no point ruining yours and someone else's race.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be behind someone to save some ERS, and
However, while that move has been going on, Topics has got himself 1.2 seconds clear, and Senna has got Luke for company.
We have Magi up to 7th now too, with an end plate gone.
Another one.
Yeah.
Maybe he feels he drives better without them.
Yeah, I think Bahrain isn't that harsh on the if you lose one end plate.
No, it's quite fast sweeping corners, isn't it? Apart from obviously the hairpin, but
yeah, it's not Russia turn 3.
No, that's. I'm not looking forward to Russia.
Oh, we have just Lodian on end plate loss too.
I'm just watching Luke here because he's got a run on
and
Senna.
James Hook. It's a lot of end plates gone here in the midfield.
Oh, Luke goes for a move on Senna. That's tight. That's really tight. Oh, DRS has been enabled. Luke looks like he's got the pace down the straight.
Yeah.
Senna needs to get back in that slipstream.
They will have the DRS for the next straight, so who can get it?
Senna sets it up wide, pulls it inside to get a better
he's
run.
over-rotating the car.
Oh, yeah, too much sliding out of there. Luke gets himself away there.
And
We've got a yellow
spinner.
flag. And
It's turn
James
1
Hook
I
and
think.
Sonic.
Yeah.
So it looks like Sonic has lost an end plate and all of that. James Hook had already lost an end plate, hadn't he, you were saying? So Broomy's got himself back up to 10th, and he's closing in on Dave Shaw and Gizolodian as well.
Yeah.
Topics maintaining a nice lead, 1.4 seconds over X Gamer. Then that's 1.4 seconds over the guy that was on pole position, and he's on fresh medium tyres. So Topics' pace, race pace, has been outstanding.
Yeah,
Tom
I
now
think I
has
have
Luke
to
for
agree
company.
with Lazy Lord in the chat here too. He's saying Topics will have struggling tyres soon, with X Gamer and Shadow having a chance on the win.
I think maybe 2-3 more laps, you may start to see a difference. But the hard tyres, I mean, I've done some runs around here, hitting in excess of 18-19 laps, and I've been setting my personal best on the last lap.
Yeah.
So if you can manage them right.
The fastest.
Yes, and he's now going to make a move on Senna.
I have to agree with you. If you can manage the tyres, it's good.
So X Gamer's got the lead down from 1.4 to 1.2. Looks like, yeah, he's closing him in now. Broomy picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Broom is up in the points now from dead
And
last.
Todd Oliver picks up a time penalty as well, and that's going to be pushing after the incident to try and get back into the top 10. So X Gamer's got Topics down to 0.9. So Laser Lord's called it. The tyres are giving X Gamer an advantage here, as Energy Dan sets the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, that's a quick lap.
What sort of lap times are you guys going to be setting in GP2? What do you think your pole times are going to be around there?
I think the pole will be if people are doing softs, I think it would be a low 27, maybe some guys in 26.
I think it's a really interesting structure to run the league with the GP4 guys on the first night. Because if obviously we in GP4 and 3 were going to ever look for tips or structure for races and stuff like that, we'd look at the guys in Prem and GP2. But obviously we kind of get to go first.
It's great for us though.
X Gamer comes around the outside.
Topics. He makes a stick.
X Gamer's not got DRS open down there.
I think Shadow had a
Luke has managed to get past Shadow, and now Shadow's got Senna for company as well, with Psychomich not far behind, and Hook's retired from the session.
Flag. Yeah, he retired in the pits.
He has retired in the pits, yep. Sensible drive and a tough race for James, but well done for not just binning it on the circuit and giving up.
Yeah, it's really good actually. I like when they retire in the pit.
Laser Lord says a 26.9 for GP2 if everyone is to run softs. And Podge is retired.
Whoa! What happened there? Yeah, he crashed out in the last sector. He crashed out in the same spot as Need for Speed.
And that caused the safety car last time.
Yeah. Will it be the same here now?
It doesn't look like they're going to bring one out. However, X Gamer is all over the back of Topics now.
3 seconds for Maggi there. It will be exciting with the penalties in the end. I think
Racing Podge's car has been removed. I think yeah, we just watched the race, enjoy that.
Oh, for the first place here, X Gamer.
Same line as last time. Topics has got incredible straight line speed.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think.
X Gamer do something here.
X Gamer's got. Oh, don't move too much under the braking. Oh, wow. That was really, really close. I think X Gamer needs to play the sensible game here and really save up on some fuel.
On Shadow here.
And it looks like he's got past him. Psychomich isn't far behind either. Now I feel a bit for Shadow because he drove such a great race on the hard tyres to begin with.
Yeah.
Was in a great position to switch to softs at the end of the race and have a great run, and his hand was kind of forced by the safety car, and obviously that brought everyone back together as well.
Yeah, and this race can turn really quick. I mean, Energy Dan and Proldover had a really good run, and they both made mistakes. So
Savo says that was a bit naughty from Topics there, a bit all over the track. It is one move under braking.
Yeah, I think it's. And they both kind of zigzagged a little bit.
And Racing Podge has left the session.
Yeah.
So we're now down to 4 retirees from the race.
We have 4 laps to go.
Shadow's coming back at centre, he's got DRS. So coming to the braking zone. Senna manages to hold on to the place. Great camera angle that into turn 1.
Yeah.
Really like that one.
That's an awesome. I like the helicopter shot too.
Yeah, there's I think it was one of the sections in Australia.
Yeah.
Shadow goes round the outside. What a move! Has he got it done? He's got it done! Wow!
Awesome!
What a move!
A yellow in sector.
And Tormented Racer has spun.
Yeah.
And that is what has caused the yellow flag. But
that's an awesome move by Shadow.
What a move! Absolutely brilliant. However, Senna's got the run on him into the hairpin. You can make a move here, but
it's
you've got to. Oh, he's caught the tyre.
He's going wide. This opens up for Psychomich.
Psychomich. Oh, he's hit him and spun!
Oh no!
Psychomich has gone round.
Keep it. Yeah, he keeps it from the wall.
And he's got enough. Topics has just got himself a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. And we've got 4 laps to go here. That could be the difference of the race. We've got Tormented Racer retiring in the pits.
Yeah.
And he's left the session. Unlucky there.
Yeah, we have a hard race here from the Racing Points and Ferraris too.
I can't remember without looking if X Gamer has any penalties. However, if he doesn't, he can play it safe and he can sit behind Topics and take the win without risking anything. But we're all racers at the end of the day, and I think there's a sense of satisfaction of winning it on the track.
Yeah, I think so.
We've got a spinner. Pro Oliver's round almost reverses into his teammate there as well. Did manage to see him in time.
And that corner is deadly.
Mad G is up on Dave Shaw. And there's that helicopter view that you were on about as well.
Yeah.
It's great with how much of the track you can see as well.
Yeah, Luke is really going for it. Look at his pace compared to Shadow and Sensei.
Energy Dan picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Psychomich, I raced him last year and he's really quick. As long as he keeps the car on the track, I think he can win some races this year.
So guys who are watching on the feed, get your predictions in now. Who do you think is going to win the race?
It looks to me like X-Gamer isn't pushing as hard anymore.
No, I wonder if he hasn't got any penalties, or their mediums are now on 11 laps.
Oh, I know why. He has absolutely no ERS.
Ah, okay.
His battery is completely dead, man.
So that shows you the sort of pace that Topics has got as well. 19 lap hards.
Yeah, and Topics he's also really low right
really wide round there, really wide.
I think Luke has a chance here if he can push really hard and the other guys make some battling going.
Yeah, if the two in front battle, especially through the last sector,
yeah,
well, we could lose one of them. We don't want to, but yeah, Luke is in prime position here.
Didn't he finish third last week too?
I believe so. Let's have a look.
Yeah, he's making the hard quality work.
X-Gamer's right up again behind Topics. So Luke finished third last week.
Yeah, and we have Shadow now. He's pulling a bit from Sensei.
X-Gamer's gone for the move. He's taking the move into turn one. Can he hold it? Can he get it back? Oh, he's got a 3-second time penalty for cutting turn two.
Yeah. Okay, now it's action on. 2 laps to go. We now both have 1 3-second at least.
Who would you rather be right now, Sven? Would you rather be Topics with 20 lap old hards or X-Gamer with 12 lap old mediums?
I think I'd rather be Topics right now because I prefer to be ahead. But the hards are really hard to race right now. But he has some good straight line pace, so I think he will make it. I think the mediums are too far gone right now. Who would you prefer to be?
2.8. I think purely for the fact that I like the hard tyres, I'd go with Topics. I think we saw it in your GP2. Valentino last week did 20 odd laps on the hards with Gasly just behind him at the end on the softs, and he was able to sort of hold him back, albeit it was a bit strong, but he managed to hold him back, and the hard tyres they just seem to keep on picking up. However, X-Gamer's got a run this time. Now, can he get the move right into turn one?
His ERS is so low. Yeah, we had Senna taking the 4th position too.
And he looks tighter this time. He's taken that line again and spun it up and lost the position. So we head on to the last lap of the race.
Yeah, and Senna just overtook Shadow.
It looks like he's got a bit of a gap there as well. So we'll go back to the guys.
And we have Rumi up to 8th now.
The next game has made the move up the inside. He's gone for the lunge. Now can he pull it? It looks like he's got the inside line for the hairpin. Topics has got great speed out of there.
Yeah.
And he's got back around. Oh, this is so tight. Oh, he's hit him. And Luke is right on the back of him.
Up there.
And Luke, I think he may have a penalty. I think we might be looking at the 3 front guys all sat on 1 3-second penalty.
Yeah.
X-Gamer's got it a bit wrong, and that's given Topics a break. Just where he needs it coming down the straight. X-Gamer's got to watch his back for Luke now, who's on for consecutive podiums.
Who can get an exit here? Sonic Hawk with the fastest lap there.
Plan F.
Yeah.
Okay, so Topics comes around the last corner. He's going to take the win. A great drive. 21 lap old hards.
And Luke takes
Luke takes the win. Luke takes the win. Due to penalties. Wow. My
prediction held.
Wow. And Shadow goes up to 4th.
Yeah.
Sensei Martin's had a 5-second penalty that wasn't served.
He's down to 6th. Broomy takes 8th, Kodolova 9, Magi 10.
Magi had a 5-second unserved penalty, but Giselodian's not close enough to put that on under any threat. So Magi takes the last point. So we have Giselodian come over the line. He had a 5-second penalty to take.
Yeah. And I know Energy Dan has a lot of penalties too, so I think Oliver can take a position here. Yeah, and he does.
Sonic Hawk is putting Cadwell in, but he's not going to have enough time to get that done.
And Cadwell goes for the finishing line.
14th and Sonic Hawk in 15th. Well, what a race.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
What a race, yeah. First one of Bahrain for the week. So congratulations to Luke, takes his first win of the season, and I believe that puts him in top spot as well after a third in the first race. Mr. Consistency already. I think a great race by Topics, albeit he lost it on penalties. Really showed well there, an X-Gamer as well. The top three done a brilliant race today with the issues of the safety car coming out as well. Yeah, so let's have a quick run over the positions. First, Luke. Topics in second with X-Gamer in third. Shadow will be absolutely delighted with 4th place after his first race of the season. That's a great comeback. Psychomich 5th, Sensei 6th, 7th Dave Shaw, Broomy in 8th, Cod Oliver 9th, and Magi takes the last point in 10th. We've then got Giselodian in 11th, Pro Oliver 12th, Energy Dan 13th, Cadwell 14th, Sonic 15th, and then our DNFs are Tormented Racer, James Hook, Race and Podge, Xander, and Need for Speed. Wow, what a race. What did you think of that?
It was awesome to watch. A fun, really fun race to be the first one to commentate too. I really enjoyed that one. It was fair racing for everyone, and unfortunately some DNFs, but it was a good one.
So, I believe Dan is going to put some suggested people into the chat for you to add, as we need to get Topics, Luke and X-Gamer in if we can.
Yeah, I just searched them up, so I have them ready to invite here.
Brilliant, brilliant. You were ready for this, Sven. You were made for this.
Yeah, I was made for this. I'm one step ahead. I can invite them right now if you want to.
Yeah, let's get them in.
Yeah, what did you think about the race?
I thought it was great. A shame for turn 1, the incident that happened sort of as you came out of turn 1 to 2 and 3. But his Topics. But no, I think the safety car mixed up a little bit, and what gets me is the inconsistency of the safety car. So you had Need for Speed who retired on the outside of the fast right-hander, and a safety car gets brought out. Racing Podge does exactly the same, and there's no safety car. So I think we've had the discussion many a time in chats that they've patched this safety car thing and they've gone from one extreme to the other.
Well, we have Topics with us at least. Hello, man. I'm doing fine. Sitting here remembering our battle last year in Bahrain. Yeah.
Topics, obviously second place in the race. A bit disappointing to go across the line in first. I suppose you wouldn't have had the opportunity to check the penalties that Luke had due to him being another position behind X-Gamer. No, it's a great result, and I think if we look at your pace at the start of the race, you pulled out a nice 6.5 second lead. So
Yeah.
Sven, can you see if you can invite X Gamer again?
Yeah, I sent him 2 invites. Same for Luke. Let's see if they can accept.
Topics. I don't think the guys on the stream are getting to hear your feedback because your voices, your settings aren't on share.
Let's see if I can.
I think I'll use that as an opportunity to say for the guys in all of the leagues is when you're racing, make sure that your speech is on share because obviously if you do finish in the top 3 and you're fortunate enough to get invited into to the lobby afterwards, then
so I think I sent an invite to X Gamer again there.
So we'll just let the guys sort out their mic settings.
There you go, it should be changed now.
Okay, we'll find out if people can hear you. So they'll let us know straight away.
Hopefully so.
Hopefully so. We'll try again. Topic's great race. Pretty much led from the start until the tyre change.
Yeah, it was. To be fair, it was an interesting start. I got away quite well in second. Got up side of X Gamer into the lead, and then Mad Dog came just straight down the inside, and I just physically just couldn't block him. And from there on out, I just stayed behind Mad Dog until I got the opportunity to get past him, and then built up the lead with second and third battling away.
Yeah, it was a good race and tough when the safety car came out and bunched everyone up together. What do you think of your strategy? Do you think you made? I mean, it's easy to say now when you look back, but right move to stay out on the hard tyres?
Yeah, it was a difficult one to be fair. When it came up to say the safety car had come out, it was a bit of a difficult decision, you know, to stay on the hards or to pit for a set of mediums. And looking back, it was a good choice, but at the time, obviously when I saw X Gamer come in for a set of mediums, I thought maybe I'd made the wrong choice.
It was a tough point of the race. You had, what, 13 laps to go. Yeah, really difficult decision to make. So we've got X Gamer with us. X Gamer, just before we start, your mic settings for chat, are they on share so that everyone can hear you? X Gamer?
Yes.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Hello.
Yeah, your microphone settings, are they on share so that we can all hear you on the stream?
I look. Yeah, it's good.
Good. So, third place in the race, second over the line. Obviously, penalties popping yourself and Topics back a position. How do you feel the race went?
Yeah, but it was a stupid move for me that I got a penalty.
It was turn 2, wasn't it, as you were trying to make the move?
Yes, I pushed too hard. I thought we don't have a penalty, but yeah, it's not very good, but P3 is okay.
Yeah, well, you know, a podium's is always great, and your pace there was fantastic as well. When you look second over the line, the battling between yourself and Topics at the end, allowing Luke to catch up. But unfortunately, have we got an invite out to Luke, Sven?
Yeah, I had an invite to him. I also invited him as a friend. So let's see.
What did you think of the safety car, X Gamer?
the safety car came on the right moment for me.
Yeah.
Normally I going on track on P8, but now it was P3.
Yeah, good. And enjoyed that one a bit more than Australia?
Yeah, Australia was bad for me. After two crashes, now I drive clean, but only that one penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, the penalties are gonna happen when you're trying like you were to overtake into turn 1 and get a clean run into 2 with a car on the outside is difficult enough. So I think you both did great. Really entertaining race. You kept it clean at the front. You know, lots of overtaking as well, which made it great for the guys watching on the stream. Luke hasn't got a mic, so he can't join us.
Oh, okay.
Sven, do you want to invite Shadow?
Yeah, of course, of course.
I'd just be interested to, I mean, if we can sort of bring him back down to earth a little bit after a great race. Let's see if we can get him in to give us some thoughts on the race. So topics in X Gamer, we've got China next. How do you feel about that one?
You know what? China really in a brilliant circuit for me. I definitely need to get some practice in beforehand, just to prove to everyone that basically this wasn't a fluke and I'm actually going to be here to battle for the championship.
Yeah. X Gamer, what do you think of China?
Yeah, China is a very great track. I have already raced a league race there 2 weeks ago. I qualified on P310, but yeah, there was a stupid move from another driver and I crashed. So that was not good, but yeah, I think I can do there a great job.
Good. So I'll just see if we can get Shadow in.
I sent him an invite.
Hopefully he's still listening and knows that we're trying to get him into the chat.
Yeah, there we have
there
him.
he is.
Hello.
Talk of the devil and he shall appear. Tom, I can hear how you're feeling after that race.
Thank you.
So what do you think?
Oh, mate. That's got to be the best. I don't care if I didn't get on that podium today. Would have loved to have done it, but, mate, I'm super happy after that race. Quite frankly, the best one in my career.
Well, you know, I've done a few practice races with you building up to this one, and I know you've been struggling and getting angry with the track and not being able to hook up the clean lap. Yeah, but your qualifying was phenomenal. Great pace, and then to put yourself in the position you did on the hards, you know, you were leading the race for a good 8-9 laps. How did you feel when the safety car came out?
Mate, it was kind of, let's just say it was like panic station. Although I was feeling composed when I was leading, I think when everyone just was bunching up and obviously the safety car was slowing down, but yeah, I had to keep calm. Although I obviously got a little bit frustrated. Obviously, Topics was doing some slow weaving when the safety car got in, but hey, wouldn't worry about it.
No.
Super happy, still happy with that.
No, great bounce back from Australia as well. You know, tough race, and I know you'd been sort of, as you said, really hard on yourself. But yeah, you got to be happy with that. Got to be happy with that. So, I was asking Topics and X Gamer about China. What are your thoughts on China, Tom?
I'm buzzing for it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to win that race, but hey, anything can happen. That fourth place has got to give me a confidence boost. I mean, I'm yet to see how good I am at China in league racing, but I'll give it my best shot. Hopefully there'll be a repeat, but even better.
Don't panic, because I'm sure I'll be doing my 500 to 700 laps practice, and everyone is more than welcome to join at any time. So yeah, well, great. Look, Sven, is there anything you want to ask the guys while we've got them here?
Yeah, I think I have some questions. We can start with Topics. What was your mindset on the restart when you knew you had like 8 laps older tires and hards.
So it's the sort of same as what I said before. Obviously, when the safety car came out, it was a real difficult choice to decide whether to stay on the hards or to pit and go on mediums. And obviously, as soon as I saw X-Gamer go into the pits and put on a set of medium tyres, I got myself a little bit worried, thinking that maybe I don't think I'll be able to hold him behind me and I won't have the pace to stay in front. It was a really hard one, but obviously on the restart, I made sure the tyres were warm, I made sure the brakes were warm, I made sure everything was at optimal sort of temperature for me to have the best opportunity to stay where I was. And obviously holding the pack back on the second straight before the main straight, I was just trying to gauge and find the right opportunity to get going, and as soon as I just went for it, I think the people behind me just didn't really expect me to go when I went.
Yeah.
And just having that maybe just over 1 second gap I had, just made me. After that, I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm actually in it now. I can get to the end on the tyres that I've got, and I can potentially win.
Yeah, it was a great restart and a great race for you there.
Oh, cheers, bro.
And well done, mate.
Yeah, and I also have a question for Shadow Britain.
Go on.
You had 1 lap old hards on the safety car and you pitted.
Yeah.
What's your reasoning behind that? Because you would have been the leader of the race.
I think, to be honest, the main reason why I pitted in is because... How do I say this? I think because I had the strategy option come up, I think I decided, you know what, just go for that one, because I know, I mean, I could have gone for the SOS that it stuck. Well, my original strategy was to go on the SOS on lap 19, but yeah,
we all know Jeff can be hard on the strategy sometimes.
Yeah.
And I have a last question there for X-Gamer too. Also great race for you, Shadow and X-Gamer.
Thank you.
X-Gamer, do you think you had to push even harder before the mediums ran off, or did you just not have the pace today to make it past Topics?
I got the pace, but Topics have very good defense and I can't pass him. It was very good. Congrats, mate.
Cheers, mate. We had a very good battle, to be fair. I didn't expect you to get past me.
Good luck, lad. Good battle, lads. Good race.
Yeah, it was awesome as a first commentary race. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that's it for the questions, I think we'll let the guys go and calm down. And well, I'm sure Tom will be screaming for a little bit longer.
Probably. I've kind of come down now, but I'm still buzzing.
But no, thank you guys for a great race, and well done to all of those that finished in the points. For those that weren't so lucky, don't panic. There's still plenty of races to go. That's it from the GP4 though. Tomorrow night we'll have Senna and I believe Tormented back on the commentary for GP3, which will have myself in. Hopefully I'll manage to get another podium, but after seeing what can happen at several corners here, I think I'll just wait and see where I am at the checkered flag. Remember, for those of you that haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. SFR is a fantastic league to be a part of. You can see we all enjoy it and get on really well. Even if some of the chat does get heated at times.
Yeah.
But
it's part of the job, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great thing to be part of. So enjoy your evenings. Thanks for watching, and yeah, that's us done. Thanks ever so much.
See you in China.
See ya.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I think I better shoot because Senna has sent me a party invite. So
you're all right.
Good